All right, we're just about set for football. The crowd is definitely ready. So are we. Off we go on EA Sports. And he'll be out of bounds on the return. And the drive will begin there. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll throw to get things going. Throw, left side, that's Johnson. He'll try again here, 2nd and 10. Now, faking the give. Right back to Johnson. He's got it again. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
Really nice job there defensively, playing the integrity of that zone defense so well. Anytime an offense is running these crossing routes or these underneath drag routes, they're trying to cause confusion with the underneath zone defenders. In this case, they all stuck to their reads. They all played their responsibilities, and they're not able to pick up any additional yards after the catch.
Malik Neighbors, the intended receiver. And it's going to bring up 4th down. The Giants sending out their punter. And the Giants here will use the first of their time. So, 4th down, and Ryan Wright on to punt it away. This brought in out past the 20. And he's going to be brought down after a short return. And that's where his team will get possession of the football.
Got it. Ready? 60 Bison. 60 Bison. Let's go now.
Yet another Alabama back in the league. This is Brian Robinson. And this play's going nowhere. Taken down behind the line. A great way for this defense to get on the field and get started. Daniels to throw on 2nd down. His first throw of the game is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Troy Anderson. And he's going to give his offense a short field to work with as they look for their first points of the game.
This is an area of the offense, Mike, that's going to have to find its rhythm now as this game unfolds. They talked all week, come out early, get some completions, settle down this quarterback. Well, in return, he throws an early pick. It's too early to go away from the game plan. There's a lot of game left, but this passing game is going to have to get on track throughout the rest of this game.
Right away, they'll set up to throw. Quick throw, taken in. Fighting for the goal line. He lost the football. It's out. The Commanders come up with it.
Something these running back coaches preach all the time, Mike, is you can't sacrifice the ball for additional yardage, and I think we had a case of that going here. I love the effort. I love the fight, but it can't come at the expense of the ball. Everything in football is about protecting the ball itself, and in this case, just a little bit too loose with it. They're able to pop it loose, and that's a big turnover.
To throw is Daniels on 1st and 10. And that ball led him too far, maybe too wide. Out of bounds, incomplete.
Well, most teams that find themselves in this situation, Mike, what are they going to do on 1st down? They're just going to run it. They're going to just plow it up in there, and the idea is don't make the quarterback take the center exchange in the end zone. Well, not this guy. He decides to throw it deep downfield, and even though it's an incomplete pass, you have to imagine it's going to soften that secondary up just a little bit.
And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down. Working out of the gun, it's Daniels. That's complete to Moore on the right side.
That's just one of those drives that was out of whack from the start, Mike. They just couldn't get anything going on the early downs, and they'll most likely punt the ball away and hope that their defense can do the same thing and get them the ball back.
That's taken on this side of midfield. Oh, but he cannot get away. Great job down there to hold him to a short return. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. They'll run it for the first time with Case Brown. Not a whole lot there as he'll work it down to the 46. Way Walker, the linebacker, on the tackle. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll look to throw. He's got his man. That's Neighbors. Now a 3rd and 2. They put a receiver in motion to the left. He dives, and what a catch for the first down. It's a first down and a gain of 16. They motion the slot man left. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Giants. It's his 4th touchdown on the year.
Mike, we used to have a saying that it was the responsibility of the receiver to run the route through the eyes of the quarterback. And I think this is a great example here. Two guys clearly on the same page. Quarterback expected his target to be in a certain place at a certain time. He's there, ball's delivered accurately. He's able to pick up the rest with his legs, and that's a big-time connection for the touchdown.
7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. From the 6, here comes a return. And he'll manage to get this back only to about the 20-yard line.
Come on, set. Go.
Off the play fake, here's Daniels. Escaping the danger, throwing and completing. 13 yards to start that drive. And a quick first down.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play. And it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion. And then really, it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
Another run here for Robinson. And he's going to be stuffed well behind the line of scrimmage. A play going absolutely nowhere.
The offense thinks that they can just kind of plow this one up there in the middle and keep the chains moving, but not on this defense. Not only do they not pick up the first down, but after suffering that loss, now they've got some decisions to make on 3rd down.
He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. Give him 14 on that one. First down, Washington.
These 3rd down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on 3rd down.
After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13.
Ready.
They'll throw with Daniels. The pressure gets there, and down he goes. A sack.
If you're going to take a sack, you just can't add to it by taking such a massive loss on top of it. Understand when the pocket breaks down, move up, cut your losses. Now, not only do you lose that down, but now you face a big uphill battle if you want to extend this drive.
60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat. Here we go, set. Hey, 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates.
Third and long, and here's Daniels. And that will be incomplete. They could not hook up on what will be the final play of this first quarter. Here's J.K. Scott now. He'll punt for the second time, looking to pin the opponent back deep. He'll take this in back at the 16. And that's a nice job of getting to him, making sure that return was not going anywhere. So they come to the line for first down and 10. Back to throw here to begin the drive. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. That's over the middle and intercepted. And he's going to be brought down. What a turn of events here. He has given his guys first and 10 in the red zone.
The best way, Mike, for a defense to bait these bad throws is don't allow the quarterback to throw the ball to their first read. By the time he gets to the third or fourth read, in this case, the defender has already put himself in position.
That is intercepted. He gets free. Inside the 40. And he's going to bring this one back the distance. Touchdown, New York. We saw it earlier, the defense on the quarterback with the earlier interception. And now, Greg, not only do they pick him, they turn it into a pick six.
And, Mike, the reality is this has just been a bad first half throwing the football. I mean, not only is it his second interception, but this time the defense gets their hands on the ball, and they're able to take it all the way back for the pick six.
This one is fielded in the end zone, but he decides not to bring it out. So they'll take over at the 30-yard line.
Mustang 19. Here we go. Here we go. 19. Pioneer. Panther 60. Panther 60. Ready, ready?
And he'll get 2 on this one before being taken down.
Ready up.
Second down and 8.
Set. Ready.
Operating from the gun, it's Daniels. And for the third time in this first half, he's been intercepted. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead. They'll come up first and 10 at the 40. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down. He'll drop to throw. Now a short one caught by the tight end, Johnson. And nice work after the catch. He stopped a little short of the first down marker, but it is a pickup of 9.
So the hope is when you call these underneath drag routes, you're trying to have your tight end come out the backside of the defense in space. So when you put the ball on him early, it leads to big yards after the catch. In this case, they don't get the real big play they were hoping for, but they'll definitely take it.
He manages to get the throw away and completes it. A gain of 11 on that one. That's good for a Giants first down. In the red zone now. He'll drop to throw. That's thrown right side, but incomplete.
They went for it all on that one and just a little bit off. The ball winds up hitting the ground. They've got to move forward. The opportunities are out there. Better execution, better location, and they got some big plays in their future.
Back to the air again on 2nd and 10. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up 3rd down.
This is a great example here of just not getting too complicated as an offensive coordinator. Who's one of your best players on the field, and how do you get the ball in his hands?
They'll come up to 3rd and 3. On the ground, it's Brown. He's going nowhere. That call, not the right one. It's going to bring up 4th down.
Depending on the situation or the down and distance, Mike, the linebackers have different reads. Sometimes they read the offensive lineman. Sometimes they read the running back. In this case, his read brings him right to the play. He's able to make a big stop and keep the game to nothing.
Oh, looked like he mishit it. He missed that one from short range. No good. And this will stay a 2-possession game. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10.
Here we go, Shaq.
They'll start on the ground with Robinson. And he'll work forward for about 3. It's 2nd down.
70 Lions. Ready?
He'll get this out wide. And a good job rallying to the football. Holding just a gain of a yard and sets up 3rd down.
Go.
From the shotgun, it's Daniels. And that is incomplete.
Well, it's pretty clear the main reason why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the inefficiency of this offense and primarily out of the quarterback position. I mean, to complete less than half of your pass attempts, it just makes it very hard to compete at a high level consistently in the NFL. And if they want to find themselves having any chance of getting back into this game and winning this one, he's going to have to get a lot better with the ball.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10.
Let's go.
Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. A throw here, right side, falls incomplete.
So on a day where he's completed, give or take half of his passes, Mike, you have to imagine there's a handful of throws he'd like to have back, and I think that last one falls in that category. But the biggest thing, and most fortunately for them, they find themselves with the lead despite a bit of an up-and-down performance out of their quarterback.
That is hot downfield. It's Johnson, the tight end. And he will score. Touchdown, New York. On comes Patterson for the PAT. He's got it. And the Giants will stake themselves to a 21-0 lead. The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. The return starts from the 5. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. play action. Daniels. That's the 4th time tonight he's been intercepted. Picked off by Javon Holland. He'll get 6 on this one, moving it inside the 40-yard line. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. They'll run here with Brown. And the defense there to meet him. They'll hold him to 2 and bring up 3rd down. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. He's got it at about the 8. And he's going to be out of bounds, but they're going to mark him inside the 10-yard line. Catch number 7 so far in this one. And a 1st down. He'll get this out to the left flat.
These are the worst. I had a couple years, Mike, where I swear I got tackled inside the 1-yard line 10 times. And then you look back and you're like, man, how many touchdowns did I leave on the board because I couldn't get 1 more yard? Now, for him individually, not ideal, but right now.
And he's able to get the ball across the goal line. He's in. Touchdown, Giants. He's got another one. His 2nd touchdown of the evening. Extra point by Patterson is good. And the Giants move out to a commanding 28-0 first half lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10.
19 Lions. Go.
Here's Daniels. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
Mike, when you're completing less than 35% of your passes, you're just not going to win a lot of games in the NFL. He's just too erratic throughout the course of the game. Sometimes it's exactly how they practiced. And at other times, it looks like they've never practiced at all.
They'll mark him down up at the 44-yard line.
It's been a rough first half, but now as we approach halftime, Mike, you got to start getting some wins. And it could be something small like we just saw here. Some positive plays, build a little confidence on that sideline. So as you go into halftime, you have something to build on.
That catch number 40 on the season for him. Daniels gonna throw again. He'll swing this one out wide to his running back. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming.
Go! 79 Bronco.
To the air again is Daniels. That one complete to Brian Robinson. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the 1st down.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch. You know, it's hard to speculate, Mike. We sit up here and we try to just interpret and assume what's going on in the minds of the players and the minds of the coaches. But they seem to me to be a little bit rattled. All these negative plays have really started to pile up in the first half. He's got to settle down, have some more efficiency on these early downs, and get his offense into some sort of rhythm.
They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up third down. Now a timeout here by Washington. That is their second, as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this first half. What can they do here on third down and 7? Throwing again, Daniels. This one caught at the 4. And he's in. Touchdown, Washington.
Well, after being shut out in the first half, it has to feel good for this offense, Mike, to just get on the board, get something going. But now the question we have to ask is there enough time to come all the way back?
Yeah, just some belief, right, Greg? Just let's watch these guys on the next few drives. Did that give them a little belief that they can stay in this game? Best way to start with that score. This taken in at the 8-yard line. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. First and 10. Right away, they'll set up to throw. In trouble, and he's going to be taken down. So, we've reached halftime here on New Year's Eve, as we'll head down the coast now to Orlando. That's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. All right, Coach. Thank you very much. We welcome you back. It is quarter number 3. Very one-sided first half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The third quarter is underway. A safe kick taken at the 5. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. The drive will begin here with a run by Robinson. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one. They'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. They'll go play action here with Daniels. He'll go left side here and complete this one. And he's near the first down, stopped a little short of the 40. Here's third down and a few inches.
Cougar 19.
They'll try to run for it with Robinson. And he will have the Commanders' first down. Maybe by about a yard as they find a way to convert on 3rd and inches.
I think everybody in the stadium saw that run coming, Mike, but good luck stopping it. I mean, all he really had to do was just fall forward, and it would be enough to pick up the first down.
In trouble, and down he goes.
Defense came out in a soft zone, and I think it caught the quarterback a little off guard. He was trying to attack them downfield. By the time he was able to get through his progression to his check down, he ran out of time, and that's all the pass rush needed to get into the backfield and bring him down. The receiver thought he had a nice soft spot in that zone coverage, and he settles down to give a nice target to the quarterback. But the defense had eyes on him the entire time. Secure rally tackle prevents that from turning into a big play.
On third down, they'll throw with Daniels. Oh, in trouble. Down he goes.
We're starting to see in these passing situations, Mike, this defensive line is starting to have their way against this group up front because right now, their pass protection is breaking down and his quarterback's paying the price for it.
This one fielded out beyond the 25. Oh, looked like he may have had a seam for a moment, but he's taken down after a solid return. Here's 1st and 10. Now they'll set up to throw. Taking the deep shot here with Robinson. And he's going to set up his guys with great field position. A huge chance to cut into the deficit.
You know, Mike, I like the mindset of this offensive coordinator. He's saying, listen, I'm not looking to preserve this lead. I'm looking to extend my lead. Now, that aggressive play calling in this case led to the turnover. Now your defense has to take the field. Can they bail you out and keep this lead unchanged prior to their next possession?
Here we go, set. Viking 18. Go.
On the handoff, it's Robinson. And that's the way you want to run it on first down. A gain of 7. Second down and 3.
Ready. Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Ready.
Working out of the gun, it's Daniels. On a man left side, it's caught. And they're going to get this ball down to the 20-yard line.
Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it because with that chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of. They got a long way to go to get back into this game, but so far off to a good start.
And he'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5.
Let's go.
Moore going in motion.
Check go.
Daniels to throw on 2nd down. Quick throw here is complete. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Commanders. That his 2nd touchdown of the game. Numbers 11 and 12 on the season. The PAT up and good. And the Commanders are able to edge a bit closer. The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. Here comes a return from the 5. Oh, he's got room past the 30. And he'll be forced out of bounds, but a very solid return. Back to throw here to begin the drive. He'll find Brown out of the backfield. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
All right, so there's really 3 areas that a modern NFL running back has to excel. Number 1, the traditional handoffs. Number 2, you have to be excellent and reliable in pass protection. And maybe bigger than all of them, you have to be at least serviceable out of the backfield in the passing game.
They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
I'm not sure if it's this big lead or if it's just this second half pressure getting to him, but that's just a careless throw by the quarterback. And don't let this lead fool you. Throws like that can change this game in an instant. And this defense knows they gave him one, and they let him off the hook.
Oh, how about the coverage there? Met and dropped before he can get a return going. run over center with Robinson. And he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards. Here's 2nd and 6. To throw is Daniels. Hit as he threw it. The pass is incomplete.
The biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. At sometimes, he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. The question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out?
Operating from the gun, it's Daniels. And that is incomplete.
The offense just couldn't seem to get anything going that drive. They knew they had a long way to go, taking over possession that deep in their own territory. You want to pick up that first down and see if you can capitalize some momentum. Instead, the errant throw brings up 4th down, and they're going to have to punt it away.
And that is good coverage by the punt team as they meet him and bring him down. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Open man downfield. That's Neighbors. They'll have a first down. It's a gain of 28.
Really nice throw there. The ability to throw the ball out on the perimeter. Yes, arm strength and all of that, but it's also timing. The timing of the route. When is that wide receiver coming out of his break to deliver that ball accurately as his head comes around? If the ball's thrown too early, the receiver's not ready. If the ball's thrown too late, that's when disaster strikes.
So, 3 quarters have come and gone. And Sunday Night Football continues after this.
Ready. Let's go now. 40, 70.
He'll drop to throw. Inside the 10, it is caught. And he's going to be brought down.
Big-time completion right there, and this isn't just a spot where they're trying to run the game out here in the 4th quarter. They were not only trying to pick up points, but they're trying to get in the end zone and extend this lead. So, really nice job here late. Let's see if they can put this one out of reach.
They need 6 for the touchdown. 2nd and goal. Back to throw. This one is complete along the sideline. A very nice job to fit that ball in. It'll be a modest gain.
The best guys I've been around, Mike, they have a sense where they can see the ball, but they can feel the sideline. And that's kind of an innate sense that these guys have that allows them to concentrate and secure the catch and ensuring that both feet remain in bounds. They let a golden opportunity slip away on that one. That's the matchup that they wanted. They just couldn't quite capitalize on it.
Out comes Riley Patterson to try the field goal. He makes up for the earlier miss. This time, the kick is good. And the Giants add on to their lead.
It's always a little bit of a letdown, Mike. You find yourself deep in the red zone and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get free.
Nice job on the return. He's down close to the 35-yard line.
Here we go, set. 70 Timberwolves. Ready.
They'll run with Robinson. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
Well, there's not a whole lot of fancy going on here, Mike. This is just kind of old school, line up and run smash mouth football. It's exactly what they did, but it still ends up in a big gain, and he picks up the first down.
Panther 11, Panther 11.
Daniels now on first down. Nowhere to go. He is taken down. Kayvon Thibodeaux, former 5th overall pick, in there to drop him. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long.
Go! 79 Broncos.
From the shotgun, it's Daniels. He'll throw it left and has his running back. Well, they'll get some of the sack yardage back, but it's still going to leave them with 3rd down.
It may not have moved the chains, but with what they were dealing with there on 2nd down, that's a really nice pickup because now it opens up your play call sheet on 3rd down where it's a little bit more manageable.
Go!
From the shotgun on 3rd down, Daniels. Good work after the catch. They gain 19 yards and a 1st down.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late. This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
Keep it in the air. Here's Daniels. And this offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack.
If they win this game, this pass rush is going to be a big reason why. The 5 sacks speak for itself, but their ability to disrupt the timing of this offense, that can't be overstated.
Got it. Ready?
So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long.
Ready?
Daniels now going to look to throw. And this ball incomplete on 3rd down.
I think he predetermined that 3rd down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
Come on. Set. 60 Maverick. 60 Maverick. Buffalo 18. Check go.
Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. Going right sideline and complete. 6 catches for him in the ball game now, and this one's good for a 1st down.
We spent so much time talking about arm strength, and while that certainly has a place in the conversation, look at the touch of this ball, Mike. It's a deep corner route. This ball needs to have the right pace, the right trajectory to not only get it over the 2nd level defender,
And he will score. Jayden Daniels. Touchdown, Washington. The extra point try forthcoming. The kick is good, but there are penalty flags down. They might have made contact with the kicker too late. This one not quite over, but down a couple of scores. We're going to get an onside kick. The kickoff unit is out there, and they'll send this one away. He's to midfield.
This is tough. You're trying to give your guys a chance and time it just right, but you have to hit it hard enough. This time, it doesn't go 10 yards. Not going to work out.
Let's go now.
Here's Brown. And he'll take this down to the 28-yard line. And now the defense is going to take their first time out. Remember, they get an extra one built in with the 2-minute warning coming up momentarily. A carry here for Brown. He'll get about 3, and that's going to lead to 3rd down. The defense uses its 2nd timeout here, and don't forget, clock going to stop when we hit the 2-minute warning as well. got to consider this an absolute must-stop defensively. It's third down. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And he's going to have the first down. So they convert on third down with a pickup of 9.
At this point in the game, Mike, it really starts coming down to the number of possessions. So that's a huge first down conversion, fresh set of downs. Now, the balance is stay aggressive and maintain the ball, but also start working this clock.
Here we go, set.
Now Brown. Not much there. Maybe a yard. Here's a 2nd and 9. Back to the ground. He'll get it again. He'll manage only about 3, so it will bring up third down. They'll try to get this one on the ground. And the Giants are going to be set up with 1st and goal. He couldn't quite break the plane. They'll have it at the 1-yard line. One final kneel down here inside the 40-second mark. Should be enough to put this one on ice. So a road win here for the Giants. That is now 6 consecutive victories. They are making it look easy.